Because people that know me know that I have a really close affiliation with Sega. Over the years, I picked up some really nice Sega stuff. And want to know where it all started and what I've got? Stay tuned for Cliff's Sega stuff, collectibles, wonders, and blah. So for me, when I got attached to Sega, well, basically how it all started for me was, well, first of all, I played the Sega Master System. I remember my brother's 12 years older than me, so I was quite young, and played Alex Kidd and like Sonic the Hedgehog and one of the Streets of Rage, I think it was. Absolutely loved it. Could never ever get anywhere on Alex the Kid ever, but we'll try it again one day. And yeah, then I sort of went out and did usual sort of like young people stuff, spend time playing football, blah blah blah, making friends at school, so forth. Then I bumped into my mate DJ and basically became friends pretty much straight away. I asked to borrow his coloured pencils on day one, but don't forget you're the one that came to school with a briefcase, buddy. But yeah, and it was, say, quite a few years down the line, and it came to lunchtime. And at lunchtime, we used to go across the road to the chippy, or we'd go back to his house. And then we went back to his house. It was like normally about a bunch, 4 or 5 of us, and there it was in his dining room, the Mega Drive, and I can't remember if it was Sonic 1 or Sonic 2. I was like, "What is that?" He was like, "Oh, it's our Mega Drive. Would you like a go?" And yes, I played that, and then I went back round many evenings after school and stuff to keep playing it. We played loads on it, and I fell in love with it. I fell in love with anything Sega, and so I basically went home and was like, "Mum, I know what I want for Christmas or for my birthday." And for that year, it's like my birthday's quite close to Christmas. My birthday's on like the 15th of December, and so I said to Mum, "Well, for my birthday, can I have a game? But for Christmas, can I have the Mega Drive?" And it was kind of the perfect year for me because everyone knows I'm a massive Aliens fan. So for my birthday, I said to my mum, "You know, can I have Alien 3 on the Mega Drive? And for Christmas, can I have the Mega Drive?" And I think I got the Mega Drive plus Sonic 1 pack for Christmas. Because my birthday was always 10 days before Christmas, on my birthday she was always like, "You can play your Christmas present just today because it's your birthday." So I did, and I played that game to death. But yeah, that's where my association started. I never really had that many games growing up, just didn't have much money, or I worked, or life got in the way, you know, football, friends, doing stuff. But yes, so I'm an adult. I've got my own money now, so I can buy stuff. So over the years I have got so much stuff. When I've cleared stuff out, you know, I mean, you've seen like my games consoles collections and stuff like that, and if I've cleared stuff out, you'll always see that none of it's actually made by Sega. It was just, you know, on their machines. But let's get started. Otherwise, we'll be here till Christmas. It'll probably be Christmas when I play this. So I've got my Sarah Bryant figure over here. I mean, she's pretty awesome. I knew nothing about this. I don't still to this day don't really know what it is. She was on eBay, and it's got like that at the bottom. And it wasn't much. It was like I think it was like £6 or £4 I won it for. That was including postage. Obviously, I lost over postage. And I thought, yeah, cool. That could go with my figures. And I got my Sonic pinball machine. That's pretty cool. And I got my really weird looking Sonic figures there. And I got my Virtua Fighter Sarah Bryant figure, which I think is really cool. Player 2 so much better than Player 1, in my personal opinion. And I got this from Danny for a £5 many years ago. It's really badly sun faded and so forth, but it's Afterburner. And I have a massive collection of plushies. Now a lot of these plushies basically either came from Rixie, or they came from Ian, or they were in bundles that I bought online. And I still got Amy, Sonic and Tails. They're sort of the closest ones I've been to Sonic, but you know, the Tails is spot on. The Amy is pretty much spot on. It's just a bit like Knuckles. She looks like she's ready for an evening in front of the telly. "Give me my food, give me my Watsits or my cheesy puffs." And yeah, I've got loads more. I've got Knuckles. He's not like, obviously, he's not Sonic Boom Muscles. Give me some roids. Got another Sonic, he's pretty cool. I have my daughter's favourite character, which is Shadow. Bang bang with a gun. A charity shop find. Oi, however you pronounce his name. This was a charity shop in Herne Bay. And Knuckles. Not bad. Tails. I say some of these are really bad. And I got to look at him. Hey, I am Sonic. I'm here to take you away. Oh. And then I got, that's not too bad. It looks like it should be on a cop bloody mobile, doesn't it? Tails is, he's pretty cool. He's not too bad. Fever UK Limited, so we know that's official. And my really Shadow. Look, I mean, those are my plushie collections, and I've got some really cool bits I have to stretch all my way over to get. Pick up this Knights, and I pick up the Sonic Blast, and I got both of these from Danny for 15 quid for the two. This was many years back. I think Danny's collection's pretty much turned into my collection. It's still sort of going that way. I've got a cool Sega sports watch. That's like baseball. I've got another Sega sports watch, Sega watch as well, which is like Sonic and Knuckles. Obviously needs a new battery in it, but that's been put pristine in there. I got a, so I think these are one of the McDonald's toys. The on switch doesn't even work anymore, so it doesn't know it works. I have Amy figure, Sonic the Hedgehog book, awful Sonic the Hedgehog TV series, and I got these. These are pretty damn nifty. These are. So these are just coming in. These are my. If I open them the right way up, they're basically they were a gift in a Sega arcade many years ago. They're even though they don't look like much cop, but they are also a probably should. They are Sega sunglasses. They have built-in. They have like a. Oh my god, it's awkward to keep these in place. They have a built-in camera to take pictures, and they have a built-in MP3 player. Yeah, so you can like walk around. You've got your camera, which is there. It points out. You've got your earphones here for your MP3 player, and you can walk around. I can't remember how these sit in properly, but there is a connect, but I can't remember how it is. But you can walk around really cool, taking pictures and listen to your music. Yeah. I mean, these were a find on the groups from many years back, and these still work perfectly to this day. And then I got these. Now these I got, basically there was a pre-order available for these many years ago. I came up straight away, you know, exclusive limited stock, pre-order now or you miss out. From Japan, I paid £10 for this entire set. I had to get the entire set. And they're pretty damn awesome. Basically, you can see today that you can get these today. They're what they are. They're mini consoles. I mean that in there. Oh, sorry, too much light. It's basically my mini Dreamcast. Yeah, and they're all functional. They've all got a lid that opens. It's like I've got the game disc in there. You got a game case. You get a controller. And they're not the, as I say, they are not the really cheap, nasty. Ones that came out recently that are in like $7.99, and you got like mini VMUs, and these VMUs you can take the lid off and they do fit in the controller, and let's show you everything. And I have this is pretty decent, oh yeah, because the controllers are built in, and that's the, I think that's the Japanese Master System, and that comes with, of course, the adapter, game cartridge, something else, and then like a mini game card, let's say for the Master System. I mean, these are absolutely freaking amazing. They've all got buttons that move. As I say, they're similar ones you can buy on the market now, but they are not this quality. They're just solid humps of rubbish, humps of material. Oh, I'm useless at talking today. I got my Sega Saturn, my Saturn joypad, and let's see, there we go, managed to open up, and you can see the disc in there. I mean, you can take the disc out if you want, the Mark II controller, which is best, and the Japanese game case. So these are probably my favourites. I can feel Mr. Glenn Edwards wanting to message me straight away. Don't, because they're not for sale. And then we have the, I believe this is the Genesis, and this one's really cool. I say, even the pads say they have a lead on them, and it does plug into the controller. and it fits nicely. If it's plugged into the controller, plugged into the console, and they fit nicely. So this Mega Drive pack comes with, this is pretty cool, this one. This comes with a Master System, Master System player, but look, see, the lid opens up like a Master System player would. You know, the quality of these has not been matched by anything released today. And Alien Soldier cartridge, oh, I'm sorry for the sunlight, there we go. And that's I love these, but I'm scared to display these. They get put away in the vault because they're just so cool. I also have my Master System 1. Can't quite make out what game that is, but the Master System 1 game. Well, this one's a bit cooler. This actually comes with one and two Master System controllers, and it also comes with the cue card style game, which my eyes just can't see, and just hope that it's not too lighty or it focuses for you. You can see that, guys. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've seen one of these pop up for years on actual eBay. And we have now the last one, and that is this is pretty damn awesome. This one, this is my favourite. It's the Mega CD, and look, the disc tray opens, you can put a disc in there, and it comes with a 32X. I mean, this is really cool. And 6-button controller. I think it's shiny, I can't quite make it out. My eyes are rubbish. Oh, I mustn't forget the Virtua Fighter 32X game. And last of all, each of these cases has a disc inside them, by the way. The disc that you can slot in the actual console itself. And yeah, as I was saying, this is my absolute favourite collectible Sega to own. I mean, I wouldn't display them. I mean, this is basically, it came out like this, and there's your consoles, everything you get with them. This set alone, I mean, it's that. I mean, this is at a previous address, obviously, and I must have bought this. I bought this a long time before I started doing the channel, or before I started probably collecting seriously. And it's got my absolute favourite collectible. I have all my Sega stuff. However, I do have other Sega stuff around the house, so let's go. My Sonic Mania box, my Fantasy Star figure, my arcade machine with Fighting Vipers in it, a model by Tony got me, and my hang-on Virtua Fighter 4 figure. Yes, my Fighting Vipers figures. You got these via pre-ordering with the original import CX back in the day. I mean, I've got some like phone charmed, mini big Sonic Colors figure. I do actually have like his other one on the unit. And that's a phone. That's a clock back there. Sonic Boom figure. I've got that weird looking there. That Sonic. That was from a Toys R Us back in the day. Look at these. They're awesome, but I'm scared of building them. They're like a million pieces and take forever. My Shadow. My Sonic cup. I mean, the picture looks absolutely fantastic on the cup. You take the cup out, it's actually like a little thing that wraps around it. My old Sonic and new Super Sonic. Another cup. Sonic All-Star Racing Transformed. My Amiibo plus the back to the figure above it. And my original Sonic cup that I got from Danny. It's really awesome. Basically, you have a drink and those panels heat up and stuff appears. Yay! Made in England. Ah! Yes, it's in 1991 that cup was made. Look, there's my Crazy Taxi with my Master System keyring. And last of all, Pepsi Man. Back to you, Cliff. Oh, you're back. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I hope you saw what, you know, the nice bits I've got around the house. I have no doubts I have more elsewhere. About somewhere. I mean, I can see over there I've got a Sonic the Hedgehog car freshener. Yeah, got Sonic the Hedgehog. yeah, I say to me, I absolutely love, adore everything Sega. I mean, Peter Moore, you didn't have a choice in killing the Dreamcast, we know, but you're doing a good job at Liverpool, so keep it up. But for me, I can go back to play my Mega Drive games, anything Sega, anytime. I could do that with Nintendo as well. I mean, I was fiercely Sega. I was Sega rules in the playground at school, and but so when I grew up, in the teenage years, and I met my buddy Richard from the channel, he was Mr. Nintendo, and he had a SNES, so I got to play all the SNES games around his house, and he could play the Mega Drive games around my house, which wasn't very often because my mum didn't like people coming around. So basically, I took my Mega Drive up to his house. We used to play in his front room when his mum and dad were out, and have to rush to get off the big telly if they were coming home because we get told off for using the big telly. But yeah, that was a long time ago. But yeah, so also with the NES, I mean, I played the NES a lot more than the Master System because my mate Phil in Ramsgate, we used to go stay over his house at weekends. We used to play the NES all the time, and I just used to absolutely love playing the NES. Then of course he progressed onto Super Nintendo. I mean, I never ever had a Mega CD or 32X because when I moved into my own place for the first time, and my daughter came along, and didn't really give up gaming, didn't really have much time for gaming, I had work and stuff, so I let my Mega Drive go, and many years down the line, I went to see Duncan, because he moved back to Deal, he actually moved away, and he lived in Blackpool for a while. He moved back to Deal, and he got invited around his house, his flat back in the day. I went around there and saw the Saturn, and I was just kind of like, those graphics are real. There's nothing better than them graphics, they are the best. So I had a chat with father-in-law and popped to Dixon's, and we did like a, you know, similar like a catalogue. You play so much a month to get it, and I got my Saturn and my Virtual Fighter. Got home, Tay didn't have a SCART socket, so I had to go down to Fork and have a 25 quid for an RF lead. Got home, realised the video player had 2 SCART sockets, so I could have put it in SCART socket 1 and played that way, but hey, you got to learn these sort of things. And the difference was amazing. But I think one of the biggest differences for the Saturn is that even the SCART lead that came up, it wasn't great. Me and so I met Adrian through knowing Duncan, and we popped to Adrian's one day. That's how I got to know Adrian. It's just like, oh, these new RGB SCART sockets are coming out. I wonder how good they can be. And so we got an RGB SCART socket, and we paid a hell of a lot of money for it. But we plugged it in, and wow, the difference, the colours that shone through and everything. We were just like, this is amazing. We was only playing one of the Street Fighters, but we were just blown away by how clear the colours were. And then we did basically this similar thing to the Dreamcast, and for a little while he had a projector, so we were playing the Dreamcast on the wall and stuff, so that was cool, Street Fighter 3. But yes, so many good memories with Sega, so many good memories. So youthful, not many games. When I was growing up, not that many games. But yeah, I love my Sega. I have great memories, like when I was at school, I got my mate Doug to go and pick my copy of Mortal Kombat up because he actually looked older, because we was all like 16 and he looked about 20. And I used to work in the restaurant in the pier, the town I'm from, when Mortal Kombat 2 come out, and I got my ex-partner then on the day off to go pick it up for me. And of course I was obviously older than 18 then. And she come up, she was like, my God, guess what? I've got something that was only available to one person because I know the people in there. I've got it for you. So what's that? She could pre-order Mortal Kombat 2 t-shirt. It was supposed to be for the staff. It wasn't a pre-order, sorry, for the staff. But she said, because, you know, you could have it for me. And I still have that. If I can find a picture, there you go. But, yeah, lots of good memories. I mean, that t-shirt's still here. It's still upstairs somewhere in the house. But yes, I love Sega. I will always love Sega. Don't know about this new Sonic Racing that's coming out. By the time this video's uploaded, it'll be done. And I am most definitely get myself a Sega Mini. I mean, I like the box design for all 3 of them. So if I can get the money to get one, I'm going to import all 3. If I play them or not, meh, we'll see. They look awesome. And thank God at Games ain't doing them. No. Good guys, Sega, really good choice. But anyway, I've kept you for far too long on this penultimate of my collections videos. As always, if I've purchased anything else or found anything else since filming this, which is, when am I filming this? What's today's date? It's the 3rd of April. I'll add pictures at the end, you know, and so forth. But any memories below, anything you've got from your collection that's not just a game, or anything that you actually love, Every time you see it, you look at it, you think, wow, this is amazing, and it just brings happiness. Any awesome comments down below. Take care, guys, and speak to you again next week.